Welcome to Data Millennials. I'm Atul and I'm super excited to talk about string function RTRIM in this video. So let's go ahead and see what exactly is this RTRIM and how we can use this in our SQL query. Before we go and write the query, let's find out what exactly is this RTRIM stands for. So the RTRIM stands for write trim, and this RTRIM function removes all the spaces character from the right hand side of a string. So suppose we take a particular name. Suppose I take my name Atul and I put multiple white spaces in the right hand side of my name, and then if I use this RTRIM function with this string which has 5 or 6 white spaces in the right hand side, and I close this bracket, then this SQL, when SQL query will run, then the output will be only my name, which is Atul. All the right hand side white spaces will be removed. So this is what RTRIM function does. It removes the white spaces or the space characters from the right hand side of a particular string. So let's go and see whether we have any space character in our first name in the subscriber base or not. So to do that, what we can do is that we can simply take the length of the first name and check what is the length, and then we can use the RTRIM function and check the length after using the RTRIM function of the first name. So what we'll do is that we'll simply put select and then first name, and then we'll put length of first name as, and I'll put an alias of this, something like this, as length before RTRIM used. And now I will use the RTRIM function, RTRIM first name, okay, and then I will use length, and I will take this RTRIM of first name to get the exact length without the white spaces or the extra space character from the right hand side, as length after using RTRIM, as length after RTRIM used from this email data.subscriber base. Now if I run this query, I'll get the first name of all the users, then the second column will be the length of the first name, then I have used the RTRIM, so you can see the first name, however it is exactly present in the table, and the RTRIM of the first name version. So let's run this query and see the output. Okay, so we have an error here, and the error is because we have not used the proper length function name here. Now if I run this query, you will see that we have our record here, and in our table none of the first name seems to have any extra spaces, because all the length before RTRIM used and all the length after the RTRIM used are same. But in most of the cases in day-to-day life, we have our data where our string contains extra spaces either in left side or in right side, and in order to remove that extra white spaces from right side, you can use this RTRIM function. And to check that whether that RTRIM function has worked or not, you can use this length function also before using the RTRIM function and after using the RTRIM function, to see that whether this RTRIM function is accurately working in your query or not. So this is how basically you use RTRIM function in SQL to remove all the space character or the extra white spaces character from right hand side of a particular string. Now if you want to understand or learn more about SQL, then you can click on the right side of this video, or if you're interested in Excel, then you can click on the left side of this video. Happy learning and see you in the next video.